a trapezium kind of box like this. First, make a box like this. This is just a sample, okay? You can just draw this first and then you can do it on your original sheet. This is just for training you, okay? Draw a small trapezium like this. Is it not clear? Is my voice not clear or is the pencil not clear? I'll make it dark for you, okay? First, make a trapezium like this. Then what you have to do is we're going to draw the, okay, please start from first. Okay, I'll repeat one last time. First, what you have to do is take a pencil, draw a trapezium. You know what a trapezium looks like? I'll draw it bigger for you. This is how a trapezium looks like, okay? So what is this? This is a rectangle, right? So this is a trapezium. Yes, you can do draw it in a drawing book as well, okay? So first draw the trapezium, then draw a small line like this. This is your small pinky finger, okay? So I'll show it in a bigger version for you. It'll like this, like an eyelash will be drawing. Then a little more longer hand. This is your third finger, okay? You'll be drawing like this. A bit of curve should be there for your fingers because your fingers are flexible, right? It can move it any direction. So make a bit of a curve. Then your middle finger, that is the longest finger. Draw it like this. Okay, then the final finger, the index finger will be like this, and your thumb will come from the bottom. So this is how you construct your hand, and over this only you will draw the hands. You will shade over this. Okay, now understood how to make the hand, right? Okay, now this same technique will be applying on the on this paper. I will tell you how to do it once more time. Okay, I hope some of you got some idea how to create the hand, right? Okay. Now we'll be creating on this thing. Before that, I will show you how to get the charcoal powder also, and then we will start. Okay, so take the charcoal stick. Okay, this is how a charcoal stick looks like. If you don't have a charcoal stick, use a charcoal pencil. If you don't have charcoal pencil also, I will tell you how to do the regular drawing pencil. Okay, so we take the charcoal stick. Then if you have a sandpaper, rub it on the sandpaper so you will get the powder, and then you can put it on the paper. So rub it like this till you get a really dark tone like this. Okay. Once you got a really dark tone, take a brush or take a blending stump or take an earbud. Okay. I will show with the blending stump as well as the makeup brush also. Okay. So can we use oil pastels? No. You can't use oil pastels to get this effect. Okay. We are going to get a focal blur effect. It's going to be black and white. Okay, so we are not going to use any oil pastels here. Okay, now take a brush. Okay, dip it like this, and then when you use it, you can get. So first when you use, you'll get the dark tone, then you'll get medium tone, then you will get soft tone. So whichever tone you want from this, so rub till here and then use it directly on the sheet. So suppose you want the lightest tone, what you do, dip it on the main powder. Okay, you want this tone. Okay, so brush first one time like this, then brush once more, and then finally do it on the paper. Understood? If you want the middle tone, brush like this, and then this tone, you will get it on the paper directly. Now we understood how to use the powder. If you want to use the blending stump, how you will use, dip it like this, rub like this, rub once more time, and then you can use it. Okay, can you see the difference? Here you get a more smoother kind of effect. Here you'll get a little bit rough kind of effect with the blending stump. That's the difference. Okay, you can use a 8B pencil, you can use your regular drawing pencils also, but you won't get this kind of powder. You won't get. What you have to do is rub really hard on the paper like this, and then you can use the brush. You will get very little amount of powder only. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do is you can use your drawing pencil itself and you can shade very lightly and you can use the blending stem to get that effect. Like this, you can rub it and you can get the effect. Is tissue paper fine? Yes, you can use tissue paper also as well. Okay. So now I have taught you all the techniques and method. This thing we are going to apply in the drawing. Are you guys ready? I hope everybody have kept all the equipments and everything ready in front of you. So with your braid, can you use the, okay, fine. So let's start then. Okay. So let me move this aside. So keep this charcoal powder on the side of you so you can use it whenever you want it. I'll keep it here. So first what you're going to do is, first we are going to create the hand. Okay, a small hand we will create and this hand will be focused. So we'll be drawing the shadows really darkly of this hand. Okay. So first draw the trapezium. Like this. Let me read what is coming. So can you please repeat how to do in regular pencil? Yes, Mausami, I will teach you how to do that. Once I'm applying on the picture, I will teach you with regular pencil how to do it. Okay. So this technique I have showed you only with the charcoal, right? I will teach you how to do with pencil on the paper. I will show you how to do it. Okay. So can we use color crayons? Don't use color crayons because you can't blend color crayons. That's why. You can do this only with the help of a pencil. Okay. So if you have a pencil, try to use a pencil itself. Can we draw in the middle of the page? Yes, you can draw in the middle of the page. Okay. Yeah. So draw the trapezium first. Okay. Then draw the small finger like this with a little bit of curve like this. Okay. Draw the thumb here. Okay. Let me just darken it a little more. Trapezium first. Then the small pinky finger. The third finger. Middle finger. Index finger. And the thumb. Thumb will come from the bottom. Okay. So I'll give you guys 30 seconds till you complete till here. Yes, Ryan, I will see yours. Okay, completed till here. Now what you have to do is take, if you have charcoal pencil, use charcoal pencil or use the 9B pencil or 10B pencil. Now we are going to darken the tip of the fingers. Okay, like this. Like this. Okay, darken the tip of the fingers. Yes, you can sharpen the charcoal pencil for the powder, Ananya. Yeah, Nidhi, you can use it in portrait mode as well as landscape mode. Okay, as long as you can fit in the whole picture, it doesn't matter. So I'm using portrait mode right now. Okay, the paper which I have kept it is in portrait mode. Yes, yes, Atharva, you can use 8B pencil. So Twisha, you can sharpen the charcoal pencil using the regular sharpener itself. Okay, there are many ways to sharpen the pencil. Either you can use the cutting blade or you can use the regular sharpener itself. Yes, Swati, you can use 12B pencil as well. Okay. After darkening this portion, what you're going to do is take your earbud or the blending stem. Okay. Then slowly blend it in like this. Okay. Do you want me to show once again? So from the top, from where you darkened, bring it down, brush it down like this. Okay. Now what you're going to do is take the charcoal pencil or 9B pencil, whichever you have. Okay. And then shade the palm of the hands. Now we are going to create the shape of the palm. Okay. So slowly start shading. Don't directly go and make a darkest tone. Make light tone first and slowly build up the shade. Now, the outline shouldn't be seen. What you have to do is you have to erase off the outline. You can use an eraser or a kneadable eraser, erase off the outline. Okay. So don't come to the top. In the top portion, I will tell you how to shade. Shade from the bottom first. Trisha, you can use any size of blending stump. It doesn't matter. So my blending stump is a medium size of blending stump. It will come around 5 or 6. So I'm not using the larger one. So this is the larger one. I have a larger one also as well. This is the larger one, and this is the medium size one. I'm using it is because it's. I'm using this is because if you see the tip, it already has some charcoal on it. But this one, if you see, it's a bit sharp. So that's why I'm using the left side one. Okay. Okay. Yes, we will send the video as well. Later, you can watch the video once again. And okay, so in the tip of the portion, what you do, if you see the hands, can you see? Can you see the tip of the hands? It's like a curve, right? It's like a curve here. It's like a curve here, a U-shaped curve. So the same U shape you're going to draw here. Okay, a small U shaped. Don't leave so much gap. If you want a reference, you can look into your hand and you can draw. Okay, so you can use your own hand as a reference. Okay, and now what you're gonna do is you have to take your blending stem and blend this nicely. While blending, if the shading has gone a little bit of outside, you can use a eraser pen you can use, or you can use a kneadable eraser and then give a shape to it. So if you're using a kneadable eraser, make a small points, make a small tip like this, and then erase. Okay, those who have done, good job. Let's give some time for the others as well. Now what you have to do is take the 9B pencil, okay, shade a little bit here, okay. What you're going to do is you're just blending it with the pencil itself. Bring it a little bit down like this. So it has to come like very dark tone, and it has come a little bit light down here like that. Okay, now the thumb, give shape to the thumb. The thumb will be a little bit thicker than the other fingers, right? So make your thumb a little bit thicker. So blending the curves is take the blending stump, okay, like this, blend it like a U shape. It's not exactly like a U shape, it's somewhat like a V shape, right? You can use your own hand for reference. It's somewhat like a V shape. And then in case if it has become too much, you can just erase it off with the kneadable eraser. So here we are not using the brush. Here we are just using the blending stump or the earbud, because this is a small portion, right? So brush, we use it when we have a lot of area to cover, okay? So make the thumb little more fatter and then blend the thumb also. Done? Thank you, Aditi. Okay, now what you have to do is, now we are going to create the man here. Behind it, we are going to create the man, and this man is going to be a really blurred, okay? So here is where we are going to use the brush technique, okay? So first what you have to do is, yeah, first what you have to do is take out the brush. So if you have already made the powder, let me just keep the powder here. Yeah. So for those of you who came after I explained, so what we did is we took out a charcoal stick like this. Okay. We rubbed it on the paper to make some charcoal powder. If you don't have charcoal stick, you can use a charcoal pencil as well. If you don't have charcoal pencil, I told you, right? You can directly use the pencil to draw and then you can shade it. So that part also I will show you. Okay. First, I will show you with the charcoal powder and with the brush how to use it. So first what you have to do is rub it in the charcoal powder, okay, and then rub it on the white sheet of paper till you get the desired tone. So I want a medium kind of tone only, okay. Yeah, I got a medium tone. Now directly apply it on the paper, okay. So first we are going to create this guy's hand. Okay, then once again dip it. If you want to dip it on the here on the medium size already which you have got, you can dip it here also. Okay, now for those of you who doesn't have a charcoal, what to do, I will tell you. So what you have to do is take the pencil itself directly with the pencil, shade it like this. Very lightly keep shading like this. And after shading, so I'll show it in this paper, shade like this. So the problem is you will get texture like this, right? So you're going to smoothen this texture. How you will smoothen the texture? Take out the blending stump or the earbud, whichever you have, and then rub nicely like this. Okay. So you will get the same kind of effect. Can you see? With the charcoal also, you will get the same effect. With the graphite pencil also, you can get the same effect. Okay. But the technique has to be right. Okay. Understood, right? So first we will create the elbow and then we'll go to the arms of the portion and then we'll draw the head as well. Okay. So let me see if any other doubts have come. Can I use outline? Use outline the brush. Okay, you don't have to create the outline first. Directly, you can go with the brush. In case if it has gone too much or anywhere outside, what you can do is you can use the eraser to erase it out. Okay, now you don't need the outline. So let me just bring the. So I'm taking the brush. Okay, dipping it in the powder. Okay, and then creating the elbow. And then from somewhere here, we can create the arms of the patient, shoulder. Okay. So when his hands is like this, his hands will be in the front, right? His arms will be in the front. So this will be a little bit darker and his shoulders will be a little more lighter. So how to create this effect is whichever is closer will be darker and whichever is farther will be lighter. That is how you create the effect. So what here is happening is this person is keeping his hands on the glass. That is why his hands is the most darkest. Then little bit farther away is his arms. That's why this is in a medium tone, and this body and the shoulder and the face will be very light because that is little more farther from the glass, right? So it will be very light in color. Okay, so dip it again in the charcoal till you get a medium lighter effect, and then shape. Yes, we are creating a man. If you want to create a woman, you can create a woman as well. Just you have to draw the shadow of the hair. That's all. If you want to create a ghost or anything, you can do. The shadow will look same for everyone, just the features will be different, that's all. Okay, so keep dipping like this and then use it. So I'll show with the blending stump also. I will show for those of you who don't have brush. So dip it in the shading like this. See if the tone is correct. Okay, and then Okay, I will show the face shadow also. Okay, slowly we'll draw the face also as well. So don't draw the outline first, start from inside. So based on the size of the head you want, you can slowly increase the size of the head also like that. So don't draw a big face and then you can't erase it off. It will be a little bit of a difficult task. So start from inside and slowly increase the size of the head. Don't worry if the ink, if the pencil powder has gone outside, it's okay. Towards the end, you can rub it all off. Are you all able to do? Are you guys finding any difficulty? Okay, good. If there is any doubt, you can put it up in the chat box. Okay. Yes. Good. Good job. You guys can continue. So the hand is supposed to be bigger than the face. Yes, yes. The hand has to be little bit bigger than the face because the hand is more front, right? So it will be more larger than the face. Look like the problem is mine does not look like a human. It's totally fine. It's up to you if you guys want to create like a ghost or a woman or a man or a small child. It doesn't matter. As long as you can create this effect, right? It's totally fine. So if you draw like I don't. Yes, I'm not gonna draw the leg. I'm going to draw only till here, only till the bottom portion. I'm not drawing the entire leg. Okay, it's like this person is wearing some gown or something. Okay, I understand. Even I also don't have much space to draw the entire legs. I won't be drawing the legs. Only till half of the body I'll be drawing. Okay. Okay. Yes, Mohit. You are facing some problem, right? What is it? You can put it up in the chat box. What is it? I'm not getting as nice as you can say. It's totally fine, Radhika. Towards the end, you can show it to me. I will tell you. I will correct if there is any mistake. So it is just that you have to get this kind of effect. That's all. It doesn't matter what the proportions are, if the hand is small or if the hand is big or if the face is large. It's totally fine. Okay. You just have to get this kind of blur effect. How will you get this kind of blur effect? Only with the technique, right? So the technique is you use your brush or your blending stem and you keep blending it so that you will get a blurred kind of effect. Okay, that's all. My picture is more dark. It's fine. It's fine, Mohit, if it is dark also, it's fine. But make sure your hand is more darker than the rest of the body. Okay. If the rest of the portion is dark, everything will look the same, right? To create this effect, make sure your hand is most darkest and the rest will be lighter and lighter. That's all. Sir, I have natural charcoal. Wow, nice. So charcoal has actually many benefits, right? You use it for toothpaste and you used it to use it as a face mask, use it for many things, right? Yes. Okay, Sam is asking, sir, if we have space, can we draw the legs also? Yes. If you want, you can go for the legs also as well. It's totally fine. But I'll be drawing only till the half of the body. Okay. If you want, you can draw the legs. It's totally optional. Okay. Otherwise, we can spend more time on giving details to the hand. Or if you want, you can add another hand here as well. Okay. Yes. Even barbecue, we use charcoal. Yes. Sir, do we have to draw the same hand again on the right side? It's that is also optional. Okay, so I'm not gonna draw the same hand here also. If you want to draw another hand, I will tell you once I complete the half. I'll show you another way to draw a more blur kind of hand here. Okay, for that you don't need to draw the outline or anything. Okay, that also I will tell you towards the end. Okay. Yes. Okay, so Gia is asking, sir, is it right? I'm not able to see you, Gia. Towards the end, I will see. Okay. You can show me all of your drawings and I will see. Okay. Okay. So let me continue now. Yes, yes, Vidu, you can draw a ghost. You can add some features, okay, for that. I have showed you some sample images, right? Any picture you can draw. If you want to draw a girl, you can add some shadow to the hair, okay. If you want to draw a ghost, maybe if you want to draw, you can erase out two huge eyes like this. If you do want to draw a ghost or anything, if the ghost is wearing like a huge gown or something, you can draw like a sheet or something. Anything you can do. So this somewhat feels like painting, right? Charcoal painting for those of you who is using the brush. Yes, Adarva, I will see your drawing. So once I complete this, I will see all of your drawings, okay? Okay, now what you have to do is here between the hand, okay, between the palm of the hand and the rest of the arms, here you can see some division here, right? You're going to make it more smoother here. So what I'm going to do is take the pencil, okay, do a bit of shading so that it will look like it is blending nicely. So do a bit of shading here and then blend it once again. I can already see a really nice effect coming for some of you. Really good job. Yes, yes. Keep continuing, keep continuing. Good job. Good job, son. I can see all of your drawings. Yes. Okay, keep continuing, keep continuing. So there is only little more. That is, so if you want to draw another arm, okay, which is little more farther, you can use the same effect you can use. What is that is take the blending stem, dip it like this. Okay, you can draw the hand also. With the blending stem, you can draw a small effect you can give as if the hand is there. If you don't have charcoal stick, you can use a charcoal pencil or you can use a regular 9B pencil. Okay. It's totally fine if your body is fat also. If it is thin also, too thin, or if it is too fat also, it's totally fine. Okay. Okay. Good job, Radhika. Yeah, one hand is actually fine. Okay, you don't have to draw two hands. It's totally optional. You don't have to draw the other hand also. You even the legs are also optional. I'm just showing in case if you want to draw the hand, you can draw the hand. Okay, you want a hand step also, right? So here what we did is we first made the trapezium. Okay, that is this thing, like this trapezium we made. Okay, yeah, I already have it. First make the trapezium like this and then draw the lines of the hand in which direction it is going. And then over this, you're going to shade. Okay, and you're going to build up the hand. Okay, so this hand is the hand which is on the glass. So this will be more focused. So that is why we took proportion and everything for this hand. So rest all the parts of the body are back. So it's gonna be very light. Okay, just give the small outline for this hand also as well. And then you're going to blend it so that it just looks like a shadow of the hand only. Okay, this hand is optional only. You don't have to draw this hand. If you want to give more details to this hand, you can focus on this hand and the rest of the body. Okay, only if you have completed all the step, you can go for the second hand as well. And if you want to draw the legs also, you draw the legs. So this hand, don't make it really dark, make it medium tone only because this hand is a little bit farther away. You can draw this also as dark as this one, then it will show like both the hands are on the glass. Okay. Yes, yes, Atharva, it is totally fine if you don't draw the other hand also. Yes, Komal Patan. You can show me your drawing. Just a second. We are almost complete with it. Okay, then I will see all of your drawings from the start. Okay. So all those of you have done. Okay, give some final touch for the shadow. Wherever you want dark shadow, you can add dark shadow. Wherever you want light shadow, you can add light shadow. If any powder or anything went a little bit farther away, you can just erase it down. Okay. Okay, everybody done? Or do you want more time? You guys want more time? Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll give all of you 2 more minutes and then you can show me.
Sir, I can't make more lighter like you have.
Okay. Now what you have to do finally is after erasing of all the outline. Okay. Now take the brush. Okay. Just smoothen the brush like this. Okay. Make sure there is no ink on the brush. And then on the outline, apply the brush like this so that it will blend. So it won't give any outline kind of effect. Okay. So can you see the face? You can't see the outline of the face, right? The face looks really smooth and blurred. Okay. Same like that everywhere. Just blend like this. Just the outlines, give it a blending. Don't add any powder on it, just give it a blending. Okay, if there is any finishing touch, you can give the finishing touch.
Sir, can I show my drawing?
Who is it?
Sudhanva.
Yes, Siddhanva. 1 second. Okay, has everybody completed? Everybody have completed? Okay. Now what you can do is everybody who have completed, just show it to me on the camera. First, let me see how everybody has done. Okay.
Sir, look.
Good job. Everybody has done really nicely. Okay. I can see some people got really dark effect and some people got light effect. Some people have used some creativity and are really nice. Okay. Now what I will do is, okay. So if you guys want to talk individually, okay. Now we will create a breakout room, okay, where you can talk to me directly. Each and everybody will be getting chance. Okay. So we'll be breaking out into breakout room right now. Okay. And you can show it to me and I will tell you where it went wrong, where it went right, and everything. Doubts, you can ask me the doubts also. Break out into breakout rooms. Okay.